Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening with us. Today's topic is living out love in action. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from our sponsors.
Christian parents, what college will prepare your student to compete with the best while encouraging them to love their country and grow in their walk with Christ? Patrick Henry College. Located in Northern Virginia, Patrick Henry College is the place for high-achieving, conservative Christian students. Already a top pre-law college, PHC has another one-of-a-kind program, Economics and Business Analytics. EBA takes your business-minded STEM student and produces a graduate capable of servant leadership at the highest levels. Find out more at phc.edu/EBA.
Living Out Love in Action, written and read by Megan Connor. Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. 1 John 3:18, New Living Translation. How many times have you noticed someone standing far off in a corner of a crowded room, clearly uncomfortable and feeling out of place, or possibly even unwelcome? What did you do when you saw their isolation? Did you walk over and invite them into conversation and community? Or did you simply turn away and engage with those around you? What about when you saw someone in need or heard a petition for assistance through church announcements or shared by someone on social media? Did you respond and offer a helping hand, or did you assume others would help in your stead? What about a request for prayer? We are so quick to respond or post, "I'm praying for you," sending prayers, or simply entering a praying hands emoji. But how many times do we actually beseech God on behalf of those we assured we would cover in prayer? Intimacy and relationship with our Lord through daily Bible study, times of prayer, and attending church are beautiful ways to grow our faith and powerful spiritual disciplines to help us daily walk out our salvation. However, our call to Christianity must be more than just me and Jesus. Our faith must be connected to action. The New Testament book of James calls believers to step out and demonstrate their faith in real, tangible ways. In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. But someone will say, "You have faith. I have deeds. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds." James 2:17-18 NIV. Often, when we think of living out our faith, we imagine going to the nations, making a decision to serve in ministry, or publicly evangelizing for Jesus on street corners or at rallies. While these are all wonderful contributions to the promotion of the gospel, often the greatest impacts are the result of seemingly insignificant offerings rather than grand gestures. Like minuscule seeds sown that grow into formidable trees, the smallest acts of kindness can have ripple effects that last a lifetime. Our minds and days are full of distractions, and it is much easier to just do you than carry the concerns of others. However, by intentionally choosing to share kindness, we can care well for those around us. Showing the love of Jesus can be as simple as giving a stranger or the brokenhearted your undivided attention. Look for the overlooked, search for the outcast. Ask the Lord to reveal to you who is hiding hurt behind a placid mask. Can you invite them into a conversation? Could you offer a meal to someone walking through grief? Should you speak up for someone unable to do so for themselves? Could you offer to carry another in prayer and then truly follow up with that promise? Perhaps all that is needed is a simple smile. Whatever it is, we all need to feel seen and valued by others and by God. When we consider what it means to be a light in this dark world, maybe we look inward to the state of our own hearts before we cast judgment on others who appear to be far from the Lord or struggling with their faith. Perhaps all they need to know is that someone cares. Jesus calls us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Matthew 22:39. He has called us to live out his love in action. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8 NIV. Intersecting faith and life. How are you putting your love for God into action? Do you easily overlook the concerns of others, or are you regularly searching for someone who might need a shoulder to cry on or a listening ear? Perhaps you are someone who often feels like the outcast. Is it possible that there is community available for you if you are willing to step out and be the first to extend kindness instead of waiting for others to come to you? Wherever you find yourself today, may I challenge us to take a quick inventory of our hearts and actions. May we choose to intentionally incorporate small acts of kindness into our daily walk with the Lord. For further reading, take a look at 1 John chapter 3, verses 11 through 24, and Psalms chapter 43, verses 3 through 5.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
You're fearfully and wonderfully made. God looks at your heart, not your jean size. Do you know the verses, yet still stress over your body? Oh, I get it. I was raised in church, but I struggled with food, eating disorders, and my body for decades. I'm Heather Creekmore, host of the Compared to You podcast, where we talk about all things body image and comparison from a biblical perspective. We get real about the pressure to focus on appearance in a culture where looks seem to matter most. Whether you're wrestling wrinkles or battling the scale, Compared to You is the show for you. You'll laugh a little and be encouraged a lot. If you're ready to stop comparing and start living, visit lifeaudio.com to listen and subscribe.